Just make sure that's working. Okay, how you look? I hope you're well. Another week has gone by, so make sure you're all safe and behaving is the main thing, isn't it? Let's just check I'm working on this. Yep, okay. Right then, so yeah, hopefully when we're closer, I don't know, we'll just have to go with the flow, won't we, unfortunately. Alright then, so white belts up to blue belts. White, yellow, orange, green and blue. Okay, put your hands together and bow. Okay, let's get that head up and down. Back up and down. To one side, the other, back to the side and the other. You're going to go circles around one way, then the other way. Okay, we're just going to bring those shoulders forward, nice and slight. Just try and keep that back nice and straight and just bring the shoulders forward. Little circles, get a little bit bigger each time. And backwards. Little bit bigger each time. Okay, this time with your arms, palms together and bring your arms round. We want them together at the same time, okay, not swapping. Let's get them together at the same time. Let's see if we can get them in front and we're going to go backwards. Same again, see if we can touch those two hands. Okay, we're going to go across the body. Okay, the hands into the hips, push forward and backwards, nice and gently. We're going to go to one side and the other side. We're going to just widen those legs a little bit. So just step back a little bit for you. Widen those legs a little bit. And we're just going to keep those legs nice and straight if we can, nice and slowly. And we're going to touch the floor. We're going to bring the toes off the floor. So we're stretching the back of those calf muscles. We're pushing the toes down and we're going to lift those heels up. Going to put the heels down. Nice and slowly get your balance and lift those toes. Okay, from there we're going to come up nice and slowly. Hands onto the hips. Bring those feet in. Nice and slowly. Okay. From there, just wiggle the knees nice and gently. We're going to put those hands down onto the knees and we're just going to gently push back. Gently push back and forward. And back. Just going to do circles, nice little circles. And another way. Okay, right then. When we practice, make sure we're nice and safe. Make sure there's no pains. If we're hurting or there's any pain, stop straight away. Where we're training, make sure it's safe. There's nothing dangerous there you might hurt yourself on. There's no, you might damage anything. And make sure your parents or the adults there know you're training. So safety at all times, please. Okay, so we're just going to widen those legs slightly. Nice and relaxed. So tonight, or today I should say, we're just going to do different arm movements and some knee strikes, okay? To bring those knee strikes into play now. So we're going to work them as a team. So let's just get nice and warm. I'm just going to punch those fists out. Right, you can see when I'm punching, they're not going out here. That's where they're going. Look where they're going, to the target in front. There you go. Okay, so bring his arms down. Feet shoulder width apart again. Here, left punch, hammer fist. Okay, so we're going to go through quite a few of these moves. So, from this side, we're going to go left, straight, hammer fist. Right then, so we punch straight. Let's make sure we've all got this right now. If we have our wrist down, we can hurt ourselves there, can break. If we have a wrist up, it'll break. So what we're looking at doing is, with these hands, make them into a nice, fingers in, pull the fingers in, nice and tight. Never put the thumb inside. Always on the outside, out of the way, okay? If you want to here, that's fine, but out of the way is a lot safer. When we're punching, no matter which one it is, straight arm. Always a straight arm, so it hits the target, this area here. Okay, two main knuckles. Same with this one. These two are the knuckles. There you go, those two knuckles there. Okay, so with the left, from here we're striking out, nice and straight, nice and straight from there. Right, hammer fist. So with a hammer fist, you all know what a hammer looks like, and this is how we use the hammer, we strike it down. So the hammer fist, what we use is this bit of muscle and this on the hand here, the bottom part of the hammer. Yeah? So if you think that's the nail here, this is the hammer, that's what it's doing. Okay? So that's the part we strike with here. If we have an open hand, that's going to hurt. Yeah? So nice and tight, hammer fist. Okay, okay, so from here we're going to punch straight. Bring this one straight in, straight down. With the hammer fist, we don't want to do a big circle. A hammer fist. Because if we do that, look what's happening. The person in front of us is going to see this move from here, start to move, all the way around here. This person that you're having you're training with will realise now that you are going to do an upper strike coming down. So they'll either move or they'll block or they'll step into you. So punch from here, just as effective. Let's bring, as we're coming up, bring it down, strike down. Yep. Just move that fist and twist your hip at the same time. So you straight punch, down. Straight punch, down. Straight punch, down. Okay, so as we're doing it from here, we're doing a left, in, strike. Left, strike. Okay? Same with the right arm first with the punch. So let's work that right arm now. Straight with the punch. Okay? As we're coming around, look what's happening here. There. Look what's happening with the other fist as well. We started doing this, not last week because you were with Christopher, the week before with me. When we've committed, we want to bring the other one back unless we're actually using it at the same time. Yeah? So if we're committing, we bring the other one back. And all that's doing is making it ready. Yeah? There's lots of different words for it, making it ready, priming it. Doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's ready to go for this next strike. So, with our right hand this time from here, straight, again, straight, here, hammer fist, straight, hammer fist, straight, hammer fist. Okay, so I want you to practice a couple of those and keep on changing sides. So eventually what will happen is you'll do a punch, hammer fist, bring them back, punch, hammer fist, back, here, here, back, here, here. So what we're making the mind and the brain work really hard. Yeah. So we're not, a lot of people who do sports, they have what they call a strong side, a dominant side, or a non-dominant side, or a weak side. And what it is if we're right-handed, yeah, or left-handed, doesn't matter which one we are, we tend to use that side, there's more confidence going to there, yeah? But there's harder work going to the weaker side because you've got to think. So what we tend to try and do, boxers are the same, they'll move around and they'll have just good movements, exactly the same as your martial arts. It's good for your coordination. Yeah. So if we're doing the strikes with this one and there, why can't we do the strikes with this one and there? Exactly the same. So it's a lot of hard work for you, but it's fun. It is fun. Right then, so there's your normal straightforward punches and your hammer fist. With the hammer fist, again, it comes down. If you think about it now, when it strikes there, it hits. Okay? That's what it's going to hit. If it hits here, and it's a hard object like a head, ow. Alright? We've got little areas here that hurt. You've got bones there, these parts here. Yeah, and there's a little gap there. It hurts. So, always on top. Again, be mindful. Yeah, distance. So, striking down. I'm going to teach you something else now where we're going to put the hand under to strike. Yeah? So, if we strike here, now a lot of people, I do with the senior grades because I know they're pretty quick. And if this hand's here, it's ooh, yeah? So what we're going to look at doing now is we're actually going to step forward, do the hammer fist, and come down. So they've come down with the hammer fist, and then from there, back fist. This is here for a little bit of support. So from here, left leg in front, coming down, hammer fist, back fist. I'll do it facing this way. So from here, hammer fist, back fist. Alright? So left leg's in front. We're going forward with the hammer fist. We're keeping our legs there and we're striking with the back fist. Okay? So I'll swap legs. So this time I'm going to step forward with the left leg. So fists up, hammer fist, back fist. Okay? The body now is in a position where it's there to go. It can move wherever it wants instead of having that fist around here. The reason I've done that and brought it in front is because I'm actually side on now. And we've taught you this lesson, but let's go very, very quickly. If I stand this way in front of somebody, you all know this, that is a big target. Alright, that is a big target to hit. But as soon as I actually reduce that target, it's half the size. So, we teach you in martial arts, especially this club, that to step back. Yeah? And the reason we step back is because it's a less aggressive. And what that means is from there, it turns. But it also means if there's a person in front of me, if I step forward into a stance, I'm closer to that person, so that might bop me on the nose a lot quicker. Yeah? So if we step back from this person, look at the space we're making now. That person's here, very close to bop me on the nose, or push me. But from here, step. Right, we've got more room now. And because we're side on, we've got two hands available. Some people do fight with the hand behind here. Not a problem at all, that's their style. Yeah, but for us, here, as well as when we go into that defensive stance, hands open. So we teach you in the class to keep those fists nice and tight. And the reason we teach you that in the class is because we want you to keep on thinking safety, safety, safety. Yep. But as you go higher up the grades, what we tend to do, or we do, is we'll actually get that confidence inside you where you open your hands. And the reason you open your hands is because it looks less aggressive. Yeah. If you have a closed fist and you're scared, your fists will tense even more. And if somebody comes towards you, instead of pushing them away or saying get back, there's a good chance you're going to punch. Very good chance you're going to punch. So as we get higher up the grades, we teach you hands open. We're going to step back into that stance, hands open, and that's where we can say get back, get back. All right. So just remember that stance from here. If we're doing anything, come to the side. There we go. We want the fists open. So what I want you to practice now is from there, stepping forward. Now as we step forward, I don't go into big steps around. We're just walking forward. As we're walking forward from the stance, strike, back fist. Again from this side here, we're coming straight forward, strike, back fist. Hands are there ready. Okay, okay. So, front punch, hammer punch, back fist. Right. So, we know that we punch here with the front punch. We know that we punch here with the hammer fist. So, we're looking at back fist. Now, what a lot of people do is they actually turn and strike with that. That's still a hammer fist. That there, the back of the hand, is your back fist. Okay, so that is going to make contact. This area here, strike. Okay, so that area there. This one here, this area. That's the area that's going to make contact with the actual object. Okay, right, so we've done the back fist from this area. The back fist is, we don't really want to be striking down here with the back fist. You've got more power if you use a hammer fist down there because the flow of it strikes. Here, muscle there, slightly different. Very good for up. If you think about it, there's a lot of nerves there, okay? And it tends to, if you just tap yourself there, it's a little bit uncomfortable. Once you tighten your fist, it's still uncomfortable slightly. So if you start going for real big strong bones, you're going to hurt yourself. So it's more so for upper body, okay? On both sides. So front punch, hammer fist, back fist. Right, straight into the spinning back fist, please. Straight into the spinning back fist. Then we're going to do your spear hand. So you're getting quite a few. We're going from, like we said, from basics up and up. We're building those blocks. So you're spinning back fist, young students. Right then. So for some reason, a lot of students get this problem where they get dizzy when they spin. And I'll tell you why. It's because from here, you're in a long stance in your legs, and you try and spin like that on your front leg. And because you spin, and you've got to look in front, yeah, you make yourself dizzy. So we're going to give you a little clue, okay? So a lot of styles ask you to spin on that leg. Not a problem, that's their style. So if you're finding it very hard, I want you to slightly move that foot over, step through, and twist. Okay? Let's do that one again. So if we're going to do the spinning back fist, we're striking with this hand, our right hand, because my left leg's in front. Let's move that front leg, which is the left leg, slightly over, and instead of doing that big spin like this, I want you just to step forward. So from here, you've moved the foot over, step, twist. And it's a lovely turn. I'll do it facing yourself now. So you've got those legs out, fists up, or hands, doesn't matter. If we try and keep that leg, the front leg still, we've got to do a big spin. Yeah, and some people go wobbly. So what we do is to avoid that, if you want to, just take that step over and twist. Yeah? If you do it at the same time you're moving, it's one move, not two, one move. So from here, twist, strike, straight away. Both legs. Right leg's in front. So we take the right leg over, turn, twist, strike. Again. Ready? Right leg over, turn, twist, strike. So again with the back fist, it's no different when we're striking with a spinning back fist. This area. Okay? Okay, so let's just have a little practice of that. I'll do it from all directions so you can see. So if our left leg's in front, we're just going to slide that leg over and we're going to step through and twist. Happy? Our right leg's in front. Let me just, can you see that with the feet now? Okay? So right leg in front. Slide it over, step through and twist. Do the right leg and left leg in front so you can see, just because you couldn't see the feet before. So from here, take the left leg over, push and twist. Happy? From in front, left leg first. Left leg over, push and twist. Let's put the right leg in front. Right leg over, push and twist. This way, left leg, across, push and twist. Right leg, cross, push and twist. And finally towards yourself now, left leg in front, so across, push and twist. Right leg, cross, push and twist. Okay? Good, good, good. Shake those legs for me. So remember with these videos now, you can pause at any time. If you want to drink, if you feel a bit thirsty, especially with those techniques, if you feel a little bit dizzy, what I want you to start doing is, when we do anything spinning, yeah, I don't want you to do 100 spinning to your left and then 100 spinning to your right. There's just no need for that at all. So if we just reduce the numbers and we practice slowly and carefully, we don't need to do 100, we can do 10. Yeah? So always, for me, this is the way I like to teach students, is if I do one to the left, step back, and practice one with the right in front. So it stops you getting completely dizzy all the time. Yeah? Slow things down. Slow things down. Instead of just going from here and stepping into spinning and getting wobbly, nice and relaxed, and think about what you're doing. Think about it nice and slowly. What I've done in the past is, if you've got little stickers, and you're allowed to, only if you're allowed to, yeah, with no glue at all, put the little stickers on the floor like little post-its. Or make a little picture of a foot. So you put the pictures of your foot on the floor, and then you put the pictures where you should end up. And if you're in that area, well done. If you're not in it and you're close to it, excellent. It's about practice at your grades, yeah, from white up to blue. It's about learning those basics and moving up, moving up. Okay, right then, I think we're going to work on, let's do some spears. Okay, so there's lots of Japanese names for these, okay, but I won't get you into the Japanese names because it's a freestyle. We're just going to use your normal names that you understand. The Japanese names are fantastic, yeah, but if you want to learn those, we teach those within the higher grades. Okay, so your spear, look how straight that is. Yeah, nice and straight, okay, not wobbly, up and down. Okay, that there is a different technique. Okay, so we're looking straight. These are old traditional moves, yeah, with the spears, and they go for certain areas that are really dangerous. So, for instance, this area here, the neck, you're never going to use these. All right, so it's just literally for training, so that when we say spear, strike, we know that you understand what it is. So I don't need to go out and practice this on anybody at all whatsoever, or any animal whatsoever. Yeah, there's a couple of reasons. One, if you strike something like that and you haven't been doing it for a long time, this area here is very, very weak. Very, very weak. Yeah, so it has to be nice and strong. And the way we make it strong is by lots of training over the years and years and years. So be mindful. So let's put a left leg in front. It's exactly the same as a punch, but instead of keeping that fist closed, all I want you to do is practice straight ahead. Now look at the thumb. If the thumb's down and loose, you're going to have this problem. Look at your arms. So bring that thumb in. Strike, strike, strike. Okay, so mirrors are a good thing. Again, don't go too close to the mirror. If you have a big mirror and your parents are happy to, just put a little bit of cotton or something, or a little piece of wool down the middle, or a tape, yeah, so that you can stand in front of that mirror without hitting it or touching it, and put that tape down the centre. So that tape will come straight down your nose. And if it's going down straight of your nose, it should be going straight through, so it's a straight line up and down. So left leg in front, so every time you should be striking from here, we want to strike in the centre. If it strikes, we've missed the person, or we've missed the target. Missed the target. Got the target. Got the target. Each time, okay? Another little game you can play is parents, or an adult, or your big brother, big sister, as long as they're allowed to, just get a piece of paper, a nice big piece of A4 paper, and you're going to put that in front of you, the student. And what you're going to do is strike, okay? The person who holds the piece of paper, if they're really good, I want you to move it back slightly, move it forward slightly, so that what's happening is your brain starts to work. Oh, I need to lean forward a bit. I don't need to lean forward a bit. If somebody comes towards you, you can still be effective by moving back, by bending your knees, or you can start going to the side. So it's about learning, yeah? Once you're getting awesome with that and really good, that A4 piece of paper, I want you to fold in half. Now, you lot know I do that here when you do your spinning kicks, yeah? And your strikes when you get to a higher brown belt and your black belts. Why do we have to wait till then? Well, there's no reason whatsoever, yeah? So let's get our pieces of paper, fold them in half, and you've still got the same exercise. Now, the reason I say this with the fingers, first of all, is because it's a good set for the eyes and the head and the coordination. Because if I ask you to do that with the fists, I can bet you now, whoever's holding that piece of paper is going to get a punch. Yeah, because you get excited. Yeah? So what we're looking at is fingers, because you tend to worry about your fingers more than a fist. So you're going to be very, very careful. Fingers. So we folded that piece of paper now into half. Let's fold it again. So that piece of paper goes like this, and gets smaller. Yeah? Now, the senior grades up to the black belts, we get it to a very small piece of paper. That's not a problem at all. Great. How about that? Lots of fun. Let's try something else. Get hold of that piece of paper and hold it both sides. Now, I know it's a piece of paper and it's going to rip, but it's just a little bit of fun. A little bit of fun. Yeah? How about when you think you've got it right, somebody comes along with a piece of paper and maybe a silly picture of a face. Okay, or a little round circle with a little cross inside. So you have to see how close you can get to it. Okay? See how close you can get to it. Once you're happy with that, see how close, and go straight through it. Just a piece of paper. Nothing more than one piece of paper at your grade. Nothing more. Okay, yeah. I'll have some of you coming back and telling me you've hit a brick with a spear hand. Well, why? Why did you hit a brick? Because bricks don't fight back. Yeah, and that hurts. That's just silly. Okay, because I wouldn't do that. That hurts. Okay, right then. We're just going to move those knees a little bit now. I'm mindful we've worked off the top. So again, I like these moves. Okay. Yep. Yeah, well, you know. So we're all used to, especially at lower grades, we teach you the inside and the outside crescent kick, don't we? So, nice and relaxed, left leg in front. We're just going to work the back leg. We're going to do your inside crescent kick. Now, a lot of you when you start, you get the inside and the outside, in the air. So if you think about it, if I bring my leg in, that's an inside. Okay? If I'm pushing my leg out, it's an outside. Good, well done. So, left leg in front. We're going to do the inside first. And the reason being is your muscles inside here, let's get them nice and relaxed. Because if I pull that muscle out there straight away, and you're not nice and warm, it's going to hurt. So left leg in front, let's push that straight leg. Straight leg, circle. Now a lot of you do this, bend the knee. If we bend the knee, look how low the foot is. So let's get from here, let's get up. Okay? Right then, if there's somebody out there, family, big brother, big sister, that you can get something in front, maybe an arm, yeah? Nice and safe, whatever it is. Put a cushion over your hand so you don't get hurt. Yeah? And we start nice and low. So we just get used to going inside and outside. Then we swap over. And we're going to go inside and then outside. And then we swap over. Then we're going to go inside, outside, outside, inside. Swap over. Ready? We're going to go in, out, in, out. But didn't we do out, in then? Right then, so little things now. I'm just going to try and trick you now because I've got a list of little things to trick you with. So what did we do with this one? We did in, we did out, we did out, we did in. I want the same for both sides, remember? So this time in, out, out, in. We're going to do that technique for about 3-4 times. And after the second or third time, I want the person holding the hand out or a piece of object, a sort of slight non-dangerous thing, yeah? Just lift it up a little bit higher. What will happen if you're not confident, you'll bend your knee. And as soon as you bend that knee, that foot will hit the arm. Keep the confidence going, not too high, the person's holding the object, yeah? So, leg goes over. And it is a little game. It's just a little game. Obviously, if you're not warm and you haven't done your stretches and you go and try and kick some up here, some people are fine with that. Some people are going to hurt themselves. So don't do it. Also, be mindful with these when we start moving the legs. If we're on a slippy fall, we can fall over and hurt ourselves. So, if you're on a slippy fall and you're allowed to, we're trainers, or make sure there's something nice and soft or there's parents with you. To stop that, why don't we just put the object nice and low on the floor? Because believe it or not, you don't have to kick up here all the time to get a good kick. We're looking for muscle memory. We're looking for the body to say, I like that kick. Do you know what? I can do that just as good on this side as I can do on that side. And we just keep swapping those legs. That's all. And after a little bit of time, maybe when we come on, definitely when we get back to here, it's nice and soft and spongy here. Right then, let's go up in the air because you've got the instructors there to assist you and help you and make sure you're safe. Right down. Hands by sides, feet together. And bow. So we've talked about side positioning. We've talked about the punches in the centre. Okay. We've talked about the hammer fist. And then we did the hammer fist stepping forward with that arm across to protect the body so they're coming in straight away. Yeah, from here, straight away. Then we went on to the next step, remember? Hammer fist, back fist. Striking with the back of the hand. Back of the hand only. Don't turn that fist over and go for that because that's a hammer fist. Back of the fist. Right leg in front so we're coming down. Back fist. Good. Then we've got it. Well done, you lot. Bring that leg across. Big push through and turn. Yep. Spinning back fist. Again, other leg. Let's push that leg across. Step through. Strike. Spear. Do not be striking anything or hurting yourselves with this. Have a little bit of fun with somebody if you want to, if anybody's around, with some paper. Don't be hitting anything at all with the fingers. And we're just looking at a little game, just to see if we can get that speed out. And then, remember, we're looking inside. As soon as it starts to go out here, that's it. Look how much of a target we're leaving. That person's just going to come straight in, bop. Okay? We still need to be side on, striking forward. Because if we strike forward, fists come back as they are. Last thing of all, let's just get those inside and outside crescent kicks. Remember, if I bring the leg in to do the kick, it's an inside crescent kick. If I throw the leg out, it's an outside crescent kick. In, inside, out, outside. Okay? Right, go. Hands by your sides, feet together. You lot, just do your little cool down now. Heads up, down, up again, down, to one side, other side. We're going to go circles one way, nice and slowly. Circles the other, shoulders forward and backwards, across the body, because mainly we've done all upper body, that's all. Shaking those legs, because we've used a few little leg muscles. Right, hands by your sides, feet together. You lot, be safe, do as you're told. Yep, homework, make sure there's homework to be done. If it's to be done, get it done. We're all missing you, and we'll see you soon. Take care, pal. Well done, you lot. Be safe.